help your brother. Go on now.
But how? Hold on, Gus.
Tough like the steel of the wheels that turns the world around. Stand your ground when you're right, when you fight. Just let them call your bluff. You got the edge when things get rough, 'cause you're tough enough. Every day you prove it, every day you try your luck. Stand or fall, it's up to you. Ain't no way to pass the buck. You ain't in it for money, and you're just having some fun. You got a name, and the name of the game is do it till you get it done. You gotta do it till you get it done. 'Cause you're tough like the steel of the wheel that turns the world around. Stand your ground when you're right, when you fight. Just let them call your bluff. You got the edge when things get rough, 'cause you're tough enough.
He ain't doing so good.
They ain't busted, Ma. That ostrich barely kicked Wyatt. Besides, it's just a bird. Who ever heard of a bird busting anybody's rib?
Listen, that bird weighs 200 pounds. He attacked pretty good.
That wasn't no attack. That's what we call in the ostrich fields a basic love tap.
Killing me. I can't throw my left.
Wyatt, you gotta keep your left up. You got to keep your left up. I'm telling you. Fade to the left, throw a couple of jabs, cross it with the right. If you don't keep your left up, the guy's gonna stomp a mud hole in you.
Damn bird of yours. I think he separated my ribs. I'm having trouble breathing.
Hey, look, if your ribs are really separated, let's throw in the towel.
I'll kick your butt, Evan.
Hey, you want me to stop this?
No.
All right, knock it down.
Separated Wyatt's ribs for sure, Evan.
He did not.
You're nothing, man. You're no left hand at all. You're junk.
Throw your left, Wyatt. You can't beat a guy like that unless you throw your left.
Well, Evan's bird kicked me in the ribs, man. I couldn't use my left side. was that bird doing in my dressing room?
Well, he's real hard to wash, Wyatt. There's a shower in there. He just got a little angry, that's all.
Lousy fight, Wyatt. Never even threw you left. Worst exhibition of boxing I ever saw.
Bill, my ribs are separated.
Ah, the heck with it.
Worst beating the Earp ever took.
Yeah, and he's trying to blame it on that beautiful bird. I just don't understand it.
In a partnership, the owners are personally responsible for the debts of the company. In a corporation, the owners are not personally responsible. The whole corporation is. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Ma! Could you shut that thing down for a while? I'm trying to study.
What you say, Wyatt? Honey, I can't hear you.
Ma, I got you this thing to take your mind off of bounty hunting, not to drive me out of mine.
Oh, now, shucks. There ain't no chance of that. Why, you got a good mind, son, just like Evan. Why, it wouldn't surprise me, as a matter of fact, when you finish that correspondence class, if he doesn't take you in as a partner on one of them midway booths of his.
Ma, I'm taking this course to try and improve profits here at Sladetown, not going to partners with Evan.
Well, now, did you know that he has trained that pet ostrich of his to tell people's fortunes by picking the tarot cards? Now, can't you believe that? I mean, imagine a fortune-telling ostrich. Why, that's downright genius.
Ma, Gus never did tell anybody's fortune. He ate the cards before anybody could read them. Evan had to shut the booth down.
No, he didn't, Dad. Last time I was down there, he and Bandit were trying to teach Gus how to dance. They wanted him to become the only dancing ostrich in the world.
There, now, you see, why, there's no bringing that boy down. Why, he is nothing but a pile of genius ideas.
Dad, did Slade buy any horses for the carnival?
Not to my knowledge, son, why?
I wonder who that is.
Ted?
Been a long time, hasn't it, Wyatt?
How are you?
Well, you're looking real good, Amanda. And this must be Michael. He's almost as tall as you are, Wyatt.
Michael, say hi to Ted Gilligan. He and I sort of grew up together.
Grew up together. We're practically brothers. Remember the old gang, Wyatt? You and me and Bob Wilcox, Steve Hall?
Al Bardelli, Vincent Mancinelli.
God, we used to raise some hell in those days, didn't we?
Well, I remember you raising a lot of hell, Ted.
Oh, Amanda, you haven't changed. You still got that great sense of humor. Like always.
Yeah.
That's treated you pretty good. I read those clippings you sent me about how you took Wall Street by storm and all. How's Debbie?
Oh, she's doing just fine. It's beautiful as always. I thought you said hello.
Whatever melts your butter.
Look, Wyatt, we never did really settle that little problem. You were in the Army and away, and things just kind of happened between us.
I sure hope you're not holding a grudge on that, Wyatt.
No, that's a long time ago. Good-looking rig you got. You keep a horse in or just use it to haul your money in?
That's Gilligan's Gold. He's my racehorse. With a little luck, we're going to run that guy in the Kentucky Derby.
Come look at him, Dad. He's beautiful.
I can see some.
I needed about a $500,000 tax write-off, so I bought him because he was supposed to be a loser. Then, wouldn't you know it, he started to win on me. Now I got to find another write-off.
So you haven't lost the Midas touch.
Well, you're not exactly a stranger to it yourself, Wyatt. You've got this carnival. You're probably looking around for a nice little tax shelter yourself now.
I don't own this, Ted. I just work here on the patch.
Oh. Well, you give it some time. I'll bet you'll own it someday.
Do you have something special on your mind, or you just come by for old time's sake?
Well, a little of both. Actually, I was wondering if you could do me a little favor. I need to sort of stash Gilligan's Gold for a couple of days. He's running the 7th race of Santa Anita day after tomorrow. It's a $300,000 purse. I
got a couple threatening phone calls. Gamblers, I think. They don't want him to run in the race.
You want me to board him? Yeah, the racehorse requires a lot of special attention.
Well, I'll pay for it. I just need somebody I can trust. See, I'm afraid that these guys that are trying to hurt him may follow me, so I can't have any contact with him until it's race time.
We could put him in the stables out back where Slade keeps the animals. I'll take care of him.
Well, I don't want to put anybody out. I'm sure nothing's going to come of this threat, but I need somebody that I can absolutely trust.
Yeah, okay, I guess. I'll take him. I got to check it with Slade first.
Terrific. Now, how about some beer and some catching up on what's been happening for the last 10 years?
Oh, I just been bouncing around till I hit Slade Town. It's a good job, nice people, kind of like family. Nothing like what you've been up to.
Wyatt, that sounds powerful like an apology. You don't have to apologize for not making money. The best things in life are free.
Well, let's have that beer.
So that's Ted Gilligan, huh? Dad told me a lot about him. He's real famous, isn't he?
Yeah, he's famous. He's got a lot of money, but he ain't half the man your daddy is. Come on, let's take a walk. Thought he'd never leave. Man sure drinks a lot of beer.
I'll tell you something, Ma. There's something about him. When he's around, he sure makes you laugh.
Wyatt! Your brother Evan's done it again, man.
What? What happened?
That ostrich is loose on the midway, scaring everybody to death. What happened? Evan was teaching him to do the Watusi, and he got all excited by the music, and he busted out. Look, what's the difference? Go catch him.
Hey, Slade, don't worry. Evan will get him. He knows just how that bird's brain works.
He should. He's got one just like it.
Chase him, stay away, and he won't hurt you.
Don't worry, Wyatt, I'll lasso it. So.
No, Evan.
See nothing to it.
Help! 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 Slow this bird down! Somebody stop! Help! Oh, no! Oh, no!
That's quite a bird you got there, brother. I mean, you put some wheels on your belt and solve this minor problem you seem to have with steerage, and you have a real novel way of getting around.
Wyatt, can you give me a hand with this thing? It's squeezing my insides out.
Don't cry to me, little brother. That's the one that separated my ribs.
Hey, T, get a couple of the boys and get that bird up to the shelter, will you?
Take that bird back where you got him.
You can't do that, Wyatt. This bird has great potential. I'm telling you, he's going to be a big moneymaker for Slade.
If he doesn't kill us first.
No, Gus! No, Gus! Gus! That ought to hold him. Well, that bird is faster than a moonshiner at a revenuer's picnic.
Well, according to the encyclopedia, he's the fastest bird on the earth. He's even faster than most horses.
Evan, I'm getting sick and tired of paying for all the damage your harebrained schemes have caused me. Now, that bird of yours just destroyed my midway, and it's going to cost you $800, pal.
Well, I don't have the money today, Mr. Slade, financially embarrassed as I am.
You either get that money to me this time tomorrow, or Slade Town is a memory for you.
Well, tomorrow's not enough time.
Well, I guess you better spend it packing then. And I want that bird out of here.
I think he really means it this time, Uncle Evan. What are you going to do?
Are you sure about that ostrich being able to outrun a horse?
Yeah, why?
Sometimes my genius amazes even me.
It's the dumbest thing I ever heard of, running an ostrich against a horse. What kind of a race is that anyway?
It's what we call in our gamblers' parlance a sure thing. But keep your voice down. I want it to be a surprise to Wyatt. Y'all get it.
Oh, I know. You're kind of sure thing, Evan. Something either gets busted or someone loses his money. Besides, that ain't going to be much of a competition.
You think everybody's going to bet on the horse, huh?
Well, ain't they?
You don't understand the psychology of gambling. And with my brain, I have made a study of it. Everybody will bet on the ostrich.
Why?
Because none of them know that the horse is a racehorse that can beat the ostrich. They remember from their schooling that an ostrich can outrun most horses. They'll bet the ostrich. Now another third of them will think about betting on the horse because they're used to horses running in races. But a horse in a race with an ostrich is not your everyday fried egg. And they'll think, wait just a dang minute. Their mind will do a flip-flop. And they'll think if it's obvious the horse will win, he probably won't. Because why have an obvious race when you can have an unobvious race where the thing you didn't think would win won't lose, and the thing you didn't think would lose won't win, see?
No.
I'll tell you, Bandit, sometimes being brilliant is such a burden. You gonna help me with this race or not?
Well, I don't know, Evan.
Hey, have a peanut.
What are you doing tonight, huh? What are you doing? How's your pretty self, huh? Oh, look at you. What you got there, huh? Yourself a bow tender, don't you, boy? Huh?
Hi, Dad.
Evening, son. What you up to?
Nothing much. Just thinking.
Thinking, huh? Got something weighing on your mind?
Who's Debbie?
Old friend.
Girlfriend?
Yeah. High school sweetheart.
Did Ted Gilligan take her away from you?
Sure did. It doesn't matter. Figure she couldn't have been taken if she didn't want to be. Anyway, if love or friendship can be stolen, it's never there anyway.
I guess you knew her before Mom.
You bet I did. What are you getting at, son?
Dad, did you like her more than you like Mom?
Michael, your mother's the best thing that ever happened to me. Just knowing her was a gift from heaven. I guess it's kind of good old Ted got between me and Debbie. Else I never would have had you. See, things work out for the best.
Well, how come you're still angry about it?
I just figure when man's your friend, you ought to be able to trust him with your life. Well, Ted, he's in such a hurry. He cuts too many corners, you know. You still thinking?
I'm pretty sure I got everything cleared up now, Dad. Thanks.
Thanks, son.
Good night.
Nothing. Drop him like a bad habit. Let's go.
Sings this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Slade Town racetrack ain't that long, all a doo-dah day. Gonna run that race, gonna run the course. Everybody bets on a bird named Gus. Nobody bets on a horse except in me. Hey, good morning to each and every one of you.
Where you been all night, Evan? I was starting to worry.
Let's just say, Ma, I was involved in a little money-making deal.
Well, that's very wonderful, hon. All right now, hon. I got another ice pack for you.
Thanks, Ma.
Doggies, what happened to your head?
Well, about 15 bushwhackers waited out there last night in the dark waiting for Wyatt to come by.
2, Ma, I told you, just 2. And I would have had him if I could have thrown a left.
Yeah, well, that was all you seen, but you take my word for it, Wyatt. It takes 15 outlaws to steal a horse from Earps.
What horse?
And nobody steals a horse from Earp and gets away with it. Now, I want you to take it easy, son, you hear? We weren't here to help you with the horse thieves, but we're gonna make it up now.
What horse was stolen?
Ma, you're not gonna go chasing after any horse thieves. Now, you promised me that.
Oh, sure, son.
Would somebody please tell me what horse was stolen?
Gilligan's Gold, Evan. Do you know of any other horse around here?
Well, what are we sitting here for? Let's go after him. I'll get the pickup.
What's your sudden concern for this horse, Evan?
Well, after all, Wyatt, it was our responsibility.
It's my responsibility, and I'll deal with it.
Well, there go my plans.
Plans? What plans? Evan, you didn't have anything to do with that horse being stolen, did you?
I was just planning for Gilligan's Gold to get a little exercise, that's all.
It's all the exercise he needs. He's a racehorse. You were gonna race him.
Against your ostrich, Uncle Evan?
Now, Mike?
That's just the kind of harebrained scam I'd expect from you. And I suppose you spread your screwball story all around, including the fact we had a thoroughbred here. And it didn't take the wrong people long to figure out just which thoroughbred it was, did it?
I resent that, Wyatt. No, I did not advertise a racehorse. As a matter of fact, I didn't want people to know it was a racehorse.
Ted's here.
Ted? You went and called Ted? What for? With my psychic abilities, I could have found that horse by in the morning.
It's open.
Why, Ted Gilligan, how you doing? Long time no see.
You all right, Wyatt? I'm really sorry, Pard. This wouldn't have happened if it weren't for the separated ribs.
Wyatt, I'm really sorry this happened to you. I don't know how those guys could have found Gilligan's Gold here.
Me either. But I fought one of them in the toughest man contest a couple days ago. Went to the entry blanks to try and find his name. Slade had already thrown him away.
Well, you've really gone out of your way to help me, and I appreciate it. From now on, I'm going to handle it.
Oh, Ted, did you know about that bowed tendon on his front leg?
Yeah. My trainer was working on it. He promised me he'd be ready for the race on Tuesday. If not, we would have scratched him. I guess we'll never find out now if he could have or not.
I'm going to help you find him.
Look, Wyatt.
No. You asked me to watch him. I didn't do a very good job of that. Least I can do is help you get him back.
Wyatt, I really appreciate the offer. But believe me, it's not that your help wouldn't be good, but I can afford the best investigators. You get your ribs well here, and I'm going to track down Gilligan's Gold.
He was real nice about the whole thing.
Somehow that makes me feel worse.
How come, Dad?
Let him down, son. He asked me to hide his horse, and I let him steal it right out from under me.
Well, it could never happen if you'd been 100% healthy.
What are you going to do, Wyatt?
I'm going to go try and do something to make me feel better about myself.
Who might have it in for Ted Gilligan? Look around, take your pick.
What do you mean?
Look, I used to ride for Gilligan because a job's a job. But when somebody starts pressing me to pull a horse in, I don't ride for him anymore.
Did Ted ask you to do that?
Yeah. A few months ago, he had me ride a filly of his. Sweet little baby, too. Fastest citation out of the gate, you know? So comes the day of the race. He takes me aside and he offers me a cool grand to rein her in. Yeah, he wanted her to lose, so the odds would be higher on her next race, which had a bigger purse.
He'd lose his license over there. Why take that kind of risk? It's not like he needs the money.
Are you kidding me? $1 million wouldn't come close to covering his gambling debts.
Maybe that's why the horse was stolen. Ted told me about some gamblers who were after him. Maybe they were just trying to get their money back.
Well, they couldn't get their money back by stealing that horse. He can't run anymore.
I know about the trainer working on that bowed tendon. He promised to have the horse ready for tomorrow's race.
Wait a minute. Gilligan's goal wasn't set for tomorrow's race.
What?
The horse is lame. He hasn't run a race in 6 months. Look, I gotta go. Anything else you need to know?
No, you've been a big help. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. Come on, come on.
Good to see you. It's been so long. How are you? What are you doing here? I'm sorry. I don't mean to flood you with questions. To start with, how are you?
Pretty good. Been better, though. I got a few problems right now.
Yeah, well, I understand. Ah, that's enough about that stuff. It's really great to see you.
It's good to see you, too.
Wyatt!
Look who I found.
Well, what brings you down to these parts, Wyatt?
Well, actually, I was just doing a little checking on Gilligan's gold.
Now, Wyatt, I told you I'd handle it.
Yeah, I know you told me, Ted. You also told me that you had him entered in the 7th tomorrow, and if that load tendon would be good enough for him to start. And word around here has it different.
Well, you hear a lot of different things around this place. You've got to know what to believe.
But I think you lied to me, and I'd like to know why.
Look, I let you off the hook real easy. Now, not a lot of people would have been that understanding, considering the fact that you let someone steal my horse right out from underneath you.
Ted.
You know, Pard, it seems to me that every time you and I get involved with something, it gets stolen from me.
Look, I don't have time to stand around here and listen to you bellyache about the fact that you've always been second best. Come on, baby, let's go.
You lied. Why?
Are you threatening me?
I'm asking you a question.
Ted, no, don't. Now, this is stupid. You guys are friends.
If you're looking for a fight, Wyatt, you've got it.
I'm looking for answers, and if I don't get them from you, I'll get them someplace else. Now, that's something you can take to the bank and draw interest on.
This thing has really got me stumped.
Well, it ain't like you to be stumped, ever. Maybe you just overused your brain. Now it's kind of charging itself up or something.
Yeah, don't do me no good, though, unless I can get it started up again. I still got to figure out a way to have this race.
You know, this dang machine ain't good for nothing today. I ain't found one bracelet or one coin or nothing.
You know, Ma, I'm thinking, maybe I could attach some wheels on this thing here and put an engine on the back and make it into kind of a race robot. And then I could have a race without a horse.
Well, your brain is starting to work again, ain't it, son?
Well, it's turning over, but it ain't in full gear yet.
Yeah, well. Oh, I think I got something.
What is it, Mom?
Wait a minute now. I don't know yet. Hey, it looks like a bracelet. Oh, yeah. It's got a funny picture of a snake on a pole on it.
Is this the Medical Alert Foundation? We found one of your bracelets and would like to return it to the owner, but the only information on it is your number, the fact that the owner is allergic to penicillin, and a code number. Yeah, it's 9385742. Okay. Okay. Nate Park, 1842 Conover Lane, Westlake. That's great. Thank you very much. Okay, here's his name and address. They didn't have his phone number.
You mean they got all that information to you just from reading those numbers off that bracelet?
That's right. Pretty clever, huh?
Well, it sure is. It's like something Evan would think of.
Well, listen, Amanda, you better see that they get that bracelet over to him right away, because these things are supposed to be worn at all times.
Oh, I'm on my way, honey. Listen, when I get this back to the rightful owner, I will have returned every single one of them things I found yesterday.
Perfect record. That's terrific.
Yep. Of course, I don't want to brag, but when you're used to tracking down desperados, this here other stuff's kind of a breeze.
Thanks. Bye, Amanda.
Well, now, Mr. Masters, I don't know what the problem is. As I said, I'm just about to purchase this magnificent animal from Mr. Gilligan, and at a right handsome price, too, if you say so myself. Thank you. As I understand it now, carries all his insurance with you folks. And I don't know for how much or what the terms are, but after I take charge of the horse, if I like the terms, I just might continue doing business with you all.
We stopped insuring that animal almost 2 months ago. He was not insurable.
Mr. Masters, are you telling me that horse has no value?
Oh, he's probably valuable, but only as a stud. The insurance was against injury on the racetrack. He injured his tendon last December. They kept running him trying to get a name for him. We think they did permanent damage. So we canceled the insurance because we feel the injury was owner-caused. There might be a lawsuit. They're not very happy about this.
Mr. Masters, you keep referring to they as though there were more than one owner. I've just been dealing with Mr. Gilligan.
Well, he's just one of the owners. There are 3 altogether. As a matter of fact, he's the one with the least percentage. Look, I really can't tell you anything else. This is all supposed to be confidential information.
What do I try and sell me a lame horse? Especially when I got the right to an inspection before I take him over.
Well, you may have noticed that Mr. Gilligan does an awful lot of things that are strange.
Well, Mr. Masters, I want to thank you for sharing part of your day with me. I appreciate it. There is one thing I'd like to know for on down the line. It's the name of that trainer that ran that horse with a bad leg. See, I just never like to have a man like that around my stuff.
Man's name is Nate Clark.
Nate Clark. Nate Clark. Oh, you wouldn't happen to have his address, would you?
I've got a feeling I've told you too many things already.
Did you? I had it all worked out where Ted stole his own horse to claim the insurance money. Then I find out the darn horse wasn't insured in the first place, and he's got 2 partners. So it wouldn't make any difference if the horse was insured anyway. You still had to split the money.
Yeah?
I don't know. Maybe I am just jealous of Ted. Maybe I'm trying to make him out to be the bad guy because he stole my girl. There's something fishy about this story. I just can't figure out what.
Your rib's still here?
Even worse than yesterday.
How could it be any worse than yesterday?
We're counting the bird and the horse thieves. I'm 0 for 3. And definitely on a cold streak here.
Wyatt, nobody should get into a fight with separated ribs.
Give me the track steward, please. I'll have it put on my tombstone. Yes. Now, I've just purchased a rather magnificent thoroughbred, and I noticed you had quite an array of fine trainers. Among them, one in particular came to my attention, a Nate Clark. Yes, I was wondering if you could possibly give me his home address so I could pay him a visit. Yes. Yes, I'll hold. Thank you. You know, it's not getting beat by that guy in the toughest man contest that bothers me so much, but getting stopped by a bird, that's got me wondering.
It's not a bird. That's Godzilla with feathers. You know what I like about you best?
Why aftershave?
You care. Oh, you really care about all this stuff. You care about Ted and his horse, and about Evan and that dumb ostrich. You care about Michael, seeing that he grows up right, about all the people here. You're taking these accounting courses to help out Dad. All because you care. Look at you. Everybody's swinging on you.
Sort of makes you wonder what I'm doing wrong, doesn't it? Now, it just seems like I haven't been much good to the people I care about lately.
Oh, yes, you have.
Yes. 1842 Conover Lane, Westlake. Got it. Thank you.
Conover Lane.
What's the matter?
You know that medical alert bracelet that Amanda found? Well, I called it in, and this is the same address. I remember because I wrote it down.
Listen.
You cannot run a horse and an ostrich side by side. They're wild beasts. They just end up nipping at each other and kicking instead of running the race. And that's why we're going to have what you call your basic time trial. Now, Gus here is going to run against the clock today, and someday in the near future, the horse is going to have a crack at it.
Damn it. I need the truck.
Can't you see him trying to handle an ugly mob?
Damn it, Evan. Ma's in trouble.
Excuse me, folks.
Such a glory near to the roar of his repeater. How it roar. Hello? Hello? When because the western folks don't know. Yeah, it's a good-looking piece of horse flesh you got there, mister.
Where'd you come from?
Slave Town. I got a bracelet here. Belongs to a guy by the name of Nate Clark.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Well, that's a fine way to say thanks after I drove all the way over here. Hey, that horse looks... Well, that's Gilligan's gold. You're under arrest, you no-good horse thief.
You're in trouble now, Granny.
Oh, yeah? The horse took it out smart on Earp. Well, a lot of horse thieves made the same mistake. You're too late. I already nailed one of the horse thieves. Why don't you just take Gilligan's gold back to your place, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to call the cop.
You're not going anywhere. Granny?
Wyatt, what's wrong with Ma? Where are we going?
Figured it out, Evan. Ted did steal his own horse. Which is what I thought when I found out about the gambling debts.
Yeah, I can see where gambling debts would get you into some real trouble.
I thought he did it for the insurance money. Then I find out the darn horse isn't insured to race. But with his bloodlines, he'd be worth plenty at stud.
Hold on, Gus. Everything's going to be all right. Would you mind driving a little slower, Wyatt? We got Gus in the back.
See, the only way Ted could make a killing by standing at stud is to dissolve the partnership. Otherwise, he's got to split the money 3 ways. That's why he arranged the theft.
Yeah, that's real nice. Now, where's Ma? Why is she in trouble?
She's out to that trainer's house returning his medic alert bracelet. You know, the one she found by the stables after the horse was stolen? The guy lost it in a fight. He's the same one that whipped me in the toughest man contest.
Wait a minute. We are going after the guy that almost clobbered you to death the other night?
So don't worry. My ribs are taped. I don't feel too much pain.
The guy almost killed you.
Not this time, he won't.
I sure wish you could chew through ropes the way Trigger used to for Roy. Okay, Amanda, on your feet now, Earp. Oh, okay, come on, up. 1, 2, and a 3. Hey. You know what, you all? You ain't nothing but a poor excuse for dog meat. That's what you all. Why, a glue factory wouldn't have you on the premises. And you know what else? Your mama was nothing but a swayback nag.
Gilligan's gold's got to be at Pier 11 and ready to go tonight. The ship takes off in the morning.
What about the old broad?
Put her on the ship, too. A 2-week voyage to the Far East may take some of the spice out of her.
I think I'm gonna like that.
Back to that door now. Come on, back to that door. Come on now, back to that door.
I sure am glad this is finally going down. Everything's been real crazy.
way, Gus. No, now back. No. No, now back. There you go. There you go. Let's go, Gus. Come on, let's catch him. Easy boy. No. Not over there. No, wait. Gus. Wait, Gus. Come on, Gus. We're doing it. Come on, Gus. Let's go. Come on, boy. Come on, Gus.
You up real good this time.
A joke, huh? Been a long time coming, Wyatt.
Keep that right hand up a little higher. Not that high. I told you I'd get your horse back for you.
Gilligan will be in prison?
Well, I don't know, son, but if you call the tune, you got to pay the piper.
Do you feel kind of sad, you know, about what happened to your friendship and all?
Like I said, son, if you can lose love or friendship, maybe you never really had them in the first place.
Yeah. Well, what's going to happen to Debbie?
Last I heard, she was going north, probably to make a new start.
I hope she doesn't make the same mistake twice.
Same mistake?
Yeah, you know, about men. I mean, maybe she learned that the best men don't come wrapped in fancy clothes and smooth pockets.
You're a good one, you know that? Anybody ever tell you that, huh? Anybody ever tell you that?
Well, that's beautiful, just beautiful.
Curie and omelets. Evan, what are you up to?
Am I a genius or what?
My money's on the or what.
Thought you were going to sell that bird.
Sell the bird? Surely you jest. That bird is going to make us all rich.
I believe it. Evan told me about them omelets. You know that one egg will feed 4 people?
That's right. And as soon as I start cooking up my exotic egg cuisines, people are going to come from all corners of this planet just to see it.
Oh, I bet. Especially since you got a boy bird named Gus laying eggs.
You underestimate me, mon bro. I have changed his name to Myrtle.